Alright, well, hello big shavers. Today is Wednesday, 19th of September. I'm going to be doing a shave with a variety of products today that I promised I would be using in one of the next videos. But first of all, hope all's going well out there for all the members of the Big Shave group. I'm going to be doing a shave today with my slim adjustable, which I'm going to set on 9, the most aggressive setting. This is in an attempt to eliminate any possibility of 5 o'clock shadow following my brand new shave. We'll see how that one goes. Light skin, dark hair, very hard to shave so that you can no longer see that there's any kind of beard growth. But I'm going to try getting crazy on 9. I'm going to be using the Queen Charlotte Soap's Tangerine Soap. I did finally finish my Palmolive stick. I am weird. I do not cycle through soaps. I start a soap and I work through it until it's gone. I will go through blades or through razors, but I'm a one soap kind of guy. I start a soap and I just work on it until it's gone. And that Palmolive stick only took about a month to work through, so it's not like once you start a soap, it takes forever. Now a huge tub of that Art of Shaving soap, as little as you need of that, that's going to take a while to work through. So I can definitely understand a desire at that point to try to work through the host. I don't even have that many soaps in the queue at this point, so we'll see how it goes once this one is done. Next up, after this will be the Arco. It's a fresh Boschkog blade in the razor. I'm going to go ahead and wet my face and start lathering up. I've had the soap soaking briefly in the mug. While I get the lather going, there's another piece of business to try to get out of the way. I asked for people to provide words for me to try to pronounce, so we can go through a host of languages on the Big Shave in our videos. And Svein HK, I'm going to say this word, even though I have a terrible feeling I'm being set up somehow to say something which I probably shouldn't be saying. This word sounds like I'm saying I'm crazy about men. Now, I'm just guessing. Bedotten sounds a lot like besotted. There's German words or Dutch words that are very close to that. I believe the word is pronounced, it's an A with a diacritical, which is O. I believe is monnebedotten. Monnebedotten. Which sounds like I'm saying crazy about men. Whatever it is, I'm going to say it again. Monnebedotten. So there you go. There's your Norwegian word of the day. The Queen Charlotte soaps are definitely, they take a little bit of work to lather up. That's looking pretty good. That still feels a bit dry, so I'm going to add some water before I start. It was really interesting for me to use that Art of Shaving sample from Zachary. A really soft cream that I just lathered very quickly, very easily. I'm more used to these soaps that take a little bit more work to get going, but this is also a very slick, smooth, and in the scheme of things, relatively easy to lather. As you can see, that built up pretty quickly. Nice, dense, creamy. Not bad. These are very rich soaps. They're packed with all kinds of oils. I stumbled on these by accident from the Badger and Blade, and I sort of like shopping local where I can. Charlotte is not that far from us. It's still a North Carolina business, so happy about that. Okay, here goes Slim Adjustable on 9, which I've never shaved with, so wish me luck, guys. About a day's worth of growth. Yeah, that's definitely more aggressive than I'm used to, but so far, so good. I have a feeling I'll have to be careful with some of the curves here a little bit. I wonder if I should try to use that word in a sentence then. I'm really feeling kind of monobaton today. Is that better? Yeah, that is definitely a very different feel. Not rough, not really tuggy, just definitely a different feel of the razor on your skin. I've never shaved with something that I knew was aggressive or not. I think my Mercury 23C is probably, in the scheme of things, actually pretty mild. No blood yet, guys. So far, so good. Okay, quick rinse. Pass number 2. Let's see how this one goes. Across the grain. Let me offer a word of advice, too, if I could. All the big shavers out there. If you're walking around on a street and a total stranger pulls up and says, "Do you need a ride?" and you say no, and the person says, "Get in the car," yeah, I'm going to say, don't get in the car. I would say number 2, probably call the police. That seems creepy and weird. And even though you might be walking around the streets bragging about the size of your massive brush, Zachary Roth, it's no excuse for strangers to be inviting you home. Okay. Across the grain now. There we go. Gentle. Nice and easy. Yeah, people's custom brushwork has been pretty impressive. I actually got to say, guys have done an amazing job with those brushes. That might have been a nick right there. Yeah, right there. That's just a matter of learning how to adjust for the angle and the aggressiveness of that blade. Yeah, I think 9 is just... that might just be too much. Yeah, a little nick right there. The other thing we have to face facts, guys. Dustin's son just outdid us completely. That kid shaved with completely wild abandon. I just thought, man, if you could just keep shaving like that, that would be hilarious. Not a care in the world. just keep raking that razor over your face. All right, let's do a fun fact of the day. A little bit of Dutch shopping history. So, the blades from Danny van Rooyen, the HEMA blades, HEMA, as it's pronounced. There were 3 major department stores, at least in The Hague, and I think across Holland this was true. There were 3 major department store chains. You had the HEMA, which was a little bit of a lower cost, a bit more budget-oriented shopping. You had another chain called Vroom and Dreesman, V&D. Was a bit up in price. And you also had Bijenkorf, which stands for beehive. It's a Dutch word for beehive. And if I remember correctly, that was the sort of the more expensive, higher end of the 3. HEMA was great if you were looking for things like trying to buy 10 pairs of underwear. All right, here we go. Against the grain now. Yeah, that's where you can really feel difference in that blade gap. Yep, I've got 2 very small nicks from that across the grain pass. Nothing to worry about. Fully expected that. I guess it's easier to cut yourself when you're all modderbedatten. Wow, there we go. Yeah, that stings a little bit, but nothing too bad. All right. I think I saw on comment on Paul Bombino's video, that last one with the R41, where somebody was actually, let me do a quick touch up at the bottom here. Person was doing a blade switch after the first 2 passes. I like to shave. Definitely fun. I like to make it fun. Seems like a fun thing to do. I'm not going to get that crazy. I'm not going to go for razor and 2 blades as part of my shave routine. I don't think. I think I'm good. Yeah, you can see it's really starting to irritate the bottom of my neck right there. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing this on 9 as a regular at all. I think 6 actually was really quite a good setting. Ha! Okay, quick rinse. Bit of cold water. Yeah, that's an interesting experiment. I mean, that's definitely good close shave. That aggressiveness of the blade, which of course I have very little to compare it against, but that's not really that comfortable in a lot of ways. I think what I'll do tomorrow is try the same thing but on 6 again. And 6 seemed to give me pretty good shave. Yeah, you can see here just a bit of irritation, redness from that. That could also just be a matter of practice and just keeping the lather going. Alright, it's almost over, guys. As you can see, by the way, even though that's very close, you can still see, yeah, there's beard under there. That's never going to go away. You can see a bit of redness right there. Alright. I'm going to use the Floyd today, the Floyd Suave. This is the lighter mentholated version of this this Floyd Splash. The other is the, I think it's called the Vigoroso. That's just certainly more mentholated. I'm with Paul Bombino in this one. The Spike is fantastic. That would clearly be my number 1 if I had to pick, but this is a very close second. This smells great. Very different feel on the face. Yeah, nice. All right. I'm going to close out with a little bit of the Queen Charlotte Balm. I don't know if anybody else is using this stuff or not, but I've really quite enjoyed this. This is a kind of a very dense, rich cream. Maybe not as old lady as D-Dub's Old Lady Astral, but this goes in pretty easily. Went for the key lime. I'm not one of the sort of heavy, smoky, dense, incensey. Those scents don't really work for me. At least I don't enjoy them too much. I will say I've been quite impressed actually by that Art of Shaving Sandalwood. I just didn't realize at the time when I used it how long that scent would linger. And using it again over the weekend on a trip to Ohio as my travel cream. That container worked out great, by the way, Zach. That's perfect. That size is fantastic for a 2 or 3 day trip. That scent is amazingly long lasting. Yeah, you're just not used to that from some of the the creams or soaps I've used. That scent would be long lived at all, but that sandalwood seems to have, at least for me, on my skin, that scent lasted quite a while. So something to think about for future purchases. Alright guys, that's it. That wasn't the perfect shave by any stretch. Little nick, a little bit of irritation down here. That may just be that number 9 on that blade, on that razor is just too much. Could just be a matter of straight practice, so try it again on 6, see what I think. Maybe bop it up to 7, 8, who knows, get crazy. Well, members of the Big Shave and members of YouTube, all is going well. I will see you all later. Good luck. Stay calm, deep breath. Smooth strokes, have a great shave, and bye-bye everybody.